going to go as he is walking into the courtroom right now, if we're going to be able to take this live at this moment.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Sir. Sit down.
Okay, so let's try to armchair quarterback what we believe is going on here right now. So Hinton was escorted by police from Claremont County into the courtroom right here. There was some sort of commotion right outside, with police officers then quickly escorting Hinton back out, likely for his own safety. His attorney remaining in the courtroom there with the judge. So this is, of course, the man accused of hitting and killing that retired sheriff's deputy, making his no bond appearance. Okay, now we're listening outside.
So obviously words being exchanged right there between...
Words that we can't put on TV, so we need to kill the mic there for just a little bit.
Right, but you're still taking a live look. So this is just outside, kind of giving you a perspective here. This is just outside of Room A. So this is down in the Hamilton County Courthouse there. You can see, obviously, a number of sheriff's deputies. They were there on Saturday lined up. They're there today lined up as well. And now at this point, obviously, you know, folks very emotional over this case.
Very high in this.
So they did have to remove Hinton at this point. And if you recall, Hinton actually, as we mentioned a couple of minutes ago, is being housed in the Claremont County Jail because of security reasons, because of these tensions that are likely, I mean, still occurring. This is a live look. This is not even recorded video. This is what we're looking at live. So obviously what they're going to have to do, at least remove the people who are getting too emotional right now. However, I'm not sure if they're then going to bring Hinton back.
They may. I believe that, you know, this is very classic police work, what they're doing here. You notice the officers remaining calm. It's a very tense situation, trying to allay any fears of anyone involved here, and likely escorting that gentleman out of the hallway so they can speak with him further and try to de-escalate the situation here and calm everybody down so they can move forward with what is a legal proceeding, the no bond hearing.
The separate session of the Hamilton County Municipal Court is now in session. Judge Tyrone Yates is presiding this morning. We ask that you turn off all cell phones. You may be seated. Please remain quiet during all proceedings.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. First case load out to the lobby.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Hinton. Good morning.
You say good morning, Judge. This is for yourself.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Anything as to probable cause?
Your Honor, we'll waive probable cause this morning. I submitted designations for John Kennedy and Timothy Bicknell. They will be the attorneys of record handling Mr. Hinton's case. I'll be handling the arraignment this morning.
All right, thank you. Mr. Prosecutor, or anything as to bond?
As to bond, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, we understand this is a very, very serious, very terrible charge that Mr. Hinton is facing. He has a risk, but he does not have a history, Judge. He has no felonies in his record. His resistance sensing score was a 1. He had a juvenile record. He works at UDF. He's married. He's a father. He's a graduate of Purcell Marion. I understand that this is an emotionally charged situation. I understand that Mr. Hinton's son may have been killed by the police earlier in the week. There was a review of that video. I understand that there is a lot of sadness and a lot of anger in this room right now, but in the community at large. And we just ask the court to set a reasonable bond in light of everything and to allow the constitutional process to play out.
All right, thank you. Andy, you've given me a pre-trial services sheet. Is that right this morning? All right, the court has had a chance to review that and his past history. Is there anything from the state through the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor. Ryan Nelson on behalf of the prosecution.
Could you give us more volume, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Ryan Nelson on behalf of the prosecution. What we believe that the evidence will show is that yesterday, on or about the 2nd of May, the defendant was traveling, I believe it would be eastbound on Martin Luther King Avenue at MLK, I believe at Burnett Woods, at the intersection, I believe immediately north to the rear entrance of the University of Cincinnati. The defendant stops his car. The defendant, in a way that was calculated and premeditated, lined up his car, deliberately accelerated his car, and purposely caused the death of an on-duty deputy sheriff who was doing a detail at that intersection. As such, we are going to be seeking indictment for aggravated murder, and we would request, in accordance with ORC 2937-222, for a no bond hearing. That rule requires that hearing be set within 3 business days, so we are seeking to set that date on the 6th of May of 2025, that would be next Tuesday.
Welcome back. An Ohio man charged with fatally striking a deputy with his car last week pleaded not guilty in court today. Rodney Hinton Jr. is accused of killing the retired sheriff's deputy just one day after Hinton's own son was shot and killed by police from a different department. We saw a dramatic scene in court today after commotion erupted in the courtroom gallery where the hearing was being held. Joining us now, NBC News correspondent Shaquille Brewster in Cincinnati. Shaq, walk us through what we heard and saw in that rowdy courtroom today.
Yes, and Clay, that commotion that you were just playing there really underscores the emotion that's being felt in this case. And that was the crux of the argument that we heard from the defense attorney really for the first time in this proceedings. The defense attorney not disputing that his client was involved in the crash that led to the death of Deputy Henderson, not disputing the idea that it was an intentional crash, but instead saying it was his emotional state that led him to act in this manner, saying that he was responding emotionally after seeing a video of his son being killed by an officer from a different department. That's something that was backed up by a family member who I spoke to after that hearing about the mental state and demeanor of the suspect, of the defendant in this case. Listen to a little bit of that conversation.
I can only imagine where you felt when you seen that video, because when I finally seen it, and I watched that video from the beginning to the end, and watched my nephew drop the way he dropped. It was like my soul left my body.
Robert Hinton, he pleaded not guilty in that courtroom. We can expect an updated plea to come once an indictment is officially filed. Zingley.
Yeah, a lot of emotion today, Shaq. And I know also tributes are pouring in for the deputy killed last week. What more have we learned about him?
Yeah. Someone who was described as a professional who was loved by so many people. He was a 33-year veteran on the force, someone who was coming back to fill in essentially for traffic duty during a busy commencement weekend when he was struck in that accident on Friday. We were also learning more about the arrangements to celebrate his life, public visitation Thursday evening and Friday morning, and then his official funeral midday Friday that will be likely followed by a processional to honor his life and his service. Zinclay?
All right, Shaq Brewster in Cincinnati. Thank you.